Yeah, what up, guys? Good evening and welcome back to the Football Fan Zone with your boy Timber Banks, guys. And on tonight's show, we've got a lot to actually talk about. We've got a lot to dive in. A lot of transfer talks, a lot of transfer rumor, a lot of transfer done deal. We've got a lot to talk about. But guys, just here. Let's get into the show together. No, please. I'm sorry from the background you're hearing. It was a video I was doing earlier. I was watching the what is it called? I was watching Morocco versus Spain. Which is sad that Morocco are out. They played well. They played very very well, guys. I was really impressed about the way they played, and I think it's very very safe to say that Morocco are actually the best playing African football playing country in Africa. They are the best, man. You know, they played good football. They played very good football. Just that they lost their head. They lost their head, and it pains me though. It pains me. But um, they crashed out to Spain. So, and that is not the reason why we are here. We are here to talk about transfers. And there've been a lot of transfer actually going on in the transfer window at the moment. A lot of them. Like when I say lot, I meet a lot of them. Interesting talks, and we are going to dive into it together. Some of them doesn't make any sense to me. I won't lie to you. Some of those transfer doesn't make any sense to me, guys. But like I said, we are going to dive into everything together, guys. So let's get the ball rolling, guys. I think I'll start from. I don't even know where to start because there are just too many, guys. There are just too many to talk about. I don't even know where to start from, but like I said, we have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere because there are just too many of them. I don't even know where to start from. I want to just check really quick if you are live on Facebook. If we live on Facebook, let me just check real quick before we kick off the show. And by the way, guys, please, if you are new here, if this is your first time of coming across the channel, please kindly, give us a subscribe to the channel and also click on the notification bell, guys. It does not kill anybody. It doesn't kill anybody. What we do here, we just talk straight football. So please, if you are live, please join in the chat and let's talk football. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if we are live on Facebook. I don't know if. Oh, my bad. Come on, man. Come on, man. I've done a blunder though. Well, moving ahead, and United Red is here. He says, "Hi, three stream not expected in one day." Alvarez leaving for good. Baka want to sell the young, but I don't think anybody will buy the young, man. Like, who is going to buy the young? Do you know how much the young is on? Fran de Jong is on 600,000 euros a week. I don't think Man U will be willing to give him that amount of money. And I don't think Man City will give him that money. Plus, this guy is injury prone, guys. He's injury prone. So I don't think there's a club amount of money as it is right now. That guy have fucked that club over. So you sell Baka, you see Baka in a different way. No, the thing is that for once, I'm just being honest. I am just being honest, honestly. If I don't believe, like I just honestly don't believe, there's a club out there that will be willing to give Frank de Jong that amount of money. Come on. If there was a club that was able or ready to offer at some point in time, it was Man U. We all know what Man U want. Man U wanted him 2 years ago before Man U got a deal for Casemiro. They wanted Frank de Jong with everything in them. But they didn't end up getting Casemiro, Frank de Jong because he never wanted United. And right now, he's injury prone. He's not playing football because injury prone, and nobody want to pay a player who is not playing £600,000. Sorry, euros a week. It's crazy, man. So it's going to be very, very difficult for me. It's going to be very, very difficult. But moving on with the show, let us kick off the show with, like I said, everything transfer. And I think the best place to start from is from because we have seen a lot of transfer talks coming out. We don't know how possible those transfer are, but we are going to dive into it anyway because that is what we do. We just react to. I think I want to kick off the show with Manuel Gatti. No, sorry, Gerald Brightwaite. Because it seems Manchester United are back in for Gerard Brightwood. I don't know how true is it. Before I move on ahead, delete and Matthias Ugarte to Manchester United. Any update? We are going to get into it. We are going to get into that. We are going to get into that. Um, but moving on, this is coming. This is what somebody was saying earlier. I don't know what the person was smoking, you know, that will make you think that getting Brightweight, it says here 70 million for Jared Brightweight is better value than 60 million for Matthias Delete and Mazui. Like, I don't understand. Like, how do people think? How do people think? I don't even know who's saying this, but how does people think? So you're telling me, okay, look, just look at what the person says here. 70 million for Brightweight is better value than 60 million pounds for Matthias Delete and Mazuri. I like Brightweight, but I just don't get this obsession. We have all wanted a proper football structure to end. United tax and refusing to pay 70 million pounds is the right decision. Okay, this is what somebody is talking about. Now, this is the clown that said it. This is the person that said it. And I don't know the exact person that said it, but it was just an article that just showed up online. So you're telling me that you rather get one player for 70 million pounds where you have the opportunity of getting two players, get you have an opportunity to have two players for 60 million pounds. How do people think? How does people how do they think? Sometimes people are just crazy, man. The way they think, it's crazy. So you tell me you would rather buy Brightweight for 70 million over buying 60 million for Bradwaite for what's his name? Mazui and Delete. So what happens if this guy does not work? Brightweight, what happens? Or what happens he comes to the club, he got injured like the Euro. So what happens? I'll say like it's beyond me. Like this is the problem I have with some United fan base because all of a sudden because Delete did not work at Juventus. And when I talk about him not working, it's like he didn't get enough game time under the managers at Juventus and Bayern Munich. But he has gone from Ajax, winning stuff at Ajax, went to Juventus, won stuff at Juventus, went to Bayern, won stuffs, trophies with Bayern Munich. This guy we're talking about is just 24 years old. And we're talking about a Brightweight who just had his breakthrough season last year. Then somebody is saying he would rather have to sign, he would rather sign him for 70 million over signing Brightweight and over signing Delete and Mazui. People are crazy, man. People are bums. Delete and Mazui for 70 million is better than Jared Brightweight. Fact. Fact. And he says that people saying say people nowadays football is trash, and I don't know why. Say, I don't know. Honestly, it's shocking to me as well. Honestly, it is shocking. Like I don't understand. Like where, like how did the person come come with such crap? How do they come up with such crap? But moving on, guys, like I said, we've got a lot to discuss today, and we will just be touching here and there because there's a lot to talk about today. So moving on, guys, I want to just touch on because earlier I was talking about this Argentina goalkeeper. What's his name? Rulli. Now, Olympic Marseille have opened talks to sign uh, Rulli as new goalkeeper. Discussion started on both club and player side. Now, that is the latest coming from this transfer. They started talk already on this lad. And I think it's safe for us to say this guy is cooking, man. What's his name? Dezebi. Dezebi is cooking. Honestly, he's cooking because if this can be done, I honestly see this guy giving clubs in what's it called? A tough time. I see them giving clubs in freshly gone tough time because the players they are bringing in ballers. They are bringing in proper players into the club. The players they are bringing in, they are ballers, guys. So it will be very, very interesting to see what end up happening, guys. It will be very, very interesting, and I look forward to it. I, for one, I'm looking forward to it. It's very interesting to see what he ends up doing because I know he's a good manager. We all know he's a good manager. We all know what he will bring. But moving on, I want to touch on Aaron Wan-Bissaka because it has been said that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is demanding a multi-million pound payoff from Manchester United to leave the club this summer. West Ham are willing to meet Manchester United 18 million valuation for Wan-Bissaka, but they cannot afford his wages. They cannot afford his wages. His wages, they cannot afford his wages demands, leaving the deal in limbo. Now, if we're going to be honest with each other, man, this is the same exact thing that happened. We have been here before. Yeah, I'm sure we have been here before. We've been here before. This is the same exact thing um, that happened between Harry Maguire and what's it called? Was West Ham as well last season, whereby Harry Maguire was ready to go to West Ham for 30 million pounds, but he also demanded a fee. And if we are going to be honest to each other, like I said earlier when I was streaming in the morning, I said all these players like Harry Maguire, they know they are not going to get the same offer they are being paid at United anywhere else. They know that for a fact. They will not get it anywhere else. And this is the reason why this like this, you just need to just understand that, man. Let's just sell him. Yeah, take 2 million, take 3 million. Because if he end up staying, you guys are going to end up paying him the money. Rather, pay the money and pay much more for it. I don't know what Ambasaka is on, but for him to be making demands is because of the fact that he's able to make the demands because he knows if he stays, he will get paid that amount or even more. And as at that time, people were blaming Harry Maguire, saying he's not ambitious, blah blah blah. The fact is, you guys have given him a crazy contract, and he's a human being. I will do it. I will do it. You want to get rid of me? Fine, I will go, but pay me something. And the best way to do it is the way Real Madrid did with Eden Hazard. They terminated his contract, and instead of paying him over how many million pounds, they end up securing a deal. I think they gave him around 5 to 10 million pounds. That is how a proper club is being run, which is why I said I want to see how the Enos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe are going to handle this deal. I want to see it because earlier I was I said something. I said if it was Sergeant Ratcliffe and Inos that was handling that deal for Harry Maguire, they were going to give him money. So now it's happening under them. Let's see what they will do. People say nowadays football is trash. They always take Ronaldo and Messi era forever. It's about no, it's the honest truth, man. For me, I believe football today is crap. You can't compare football of today and then because Pep have changed the era of football. Pep have messed it up. This system, pragmatic, this system football we are seeing right now has killed so many positions in the game. We don't get to see individualism anymore. We don't get to see incredible goals anymore. And that is honest truth. That is honest truth. 80 million for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, that's good. It's good, but they have to pay him money. Harry Maguire don't want West Ham. He wanted West Ham last season. Just that United did not want to pay him off. You don't want to sell somebody. Sometimes you want to sell somebody, you also have to just meet them halfway. Meet them halfway. Um, like when I said that we're going to be touching everywhere, it's here and there. Now, latest development I want to touch on is on Rabiot. I want to touch on Rabiot and Sancho because this is coming from what's his name? Fabrizio Romano. He was doing a stream earlier with what's his name? Mark Gobrich, and it says here, Juventus are no longer in the race for Jadon Sancho. Manchester United have also been offered chance to sign Rabiot this summer, and he wants a salary of more than 7 million euros per season. Will Manchester United do this deal? I don't know. And for Sancho, I guess what we can say is I don't think PSG, I don't think they want to buy the Sancho will leave United. If I'm going to be honest, guys, I don't see Sancho. I don't think Sancho will leave Manchester United this season. He's a good footballer. He's a good footballer. And if Ten Hag is able to make it work, he will ball at United. If we don't sell Maguire now, we will not have money next season. Yes, because he will end up leaving for free. You're right. He will live for free. Football will change every 10 years. I don't like it will be interesting to see. I would love to see that, man. I would love to see that. And I hope you are right. United is red. I don't want Fabio. I want Manuel Gatti or Zubimendi. Be perfect. You've been saying it. You have been saying it that you don't want Rabiot. You have been saying it that you do not want Rabiot. That you want Zubimendi or Manuel Gatti. If Scott McTominay and Mabry, I think Mabry is going to leave as well, man. But I don't just know, man. I don't know, honestly. Just like the way the United are doing their things, they are taking time to make things happen. Like the way you expect them to move, they are not moving in that direction. They're not. And the next truth, guys, I will say it and I will say it again because people believe Casemiro will leave Manchester United. Honestly, people need to start thinking again. They need to start thinking again. Now, this was coming from Fabrizio Romano when on the United stand, and he says that there is still no concrete interest from Saudi Arabia club for Casemiro. And for me, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised, honestly, because the amount of money Manchester United would like Man U and their fan base believed that for sure that Saudi Arabia were going to come for what's his name, Casemiro. They were so sure, they had that belief that Saudi Arabia would come for Casemiro. But we have seen what Saudi Arabia have decided to do. They are not moving the same way you would believe they would move. Because I'm even surprised at the way they are moving in the transfer market. The players you would think they will go for, they're not even going for them. Saudi Arabia have changed their policy at the way they sign player. And the fact that they've done this it's going to be very, very, very difficult for clubs to get a signing for these players. It's going to be very, very difficult. And that's the next truth. It will be very, very, very difficult for them to like everybody, Saudi Arabia, they believed, like people believed Saudi Arabia will come, bring 60 million pounds for Casemiro, and they will have him. But Saudi Arabia have come outside and indicate they are not moving like that anymore. Fofana not going to AC Milan. I think he agreed a contract already. Casemiro will leave next season, not now. We'll use him back, but backup if we don't get offered from around 35 million to 40 million. I don't think so. On this transfer market, you can see the way transfer market is even going. This transfer market is very, 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 very slow. Very, very slow. The way you expect club to move before, they are not moving like that because every club in the world are being cautious because of this financial fair play of a thing. That is why every club out there are just, they are kind of like being sluggish to sign players because they are being very, very careful. Now, I want to touch on what's his name? What is coming from, what's it called? ESPN. It's coming from ESPN. I don't know how true is this, but it doesn't make any sense to me. But what it says here is Eric Ten Hag is considering using Sancho and Fernandez as striker to help solve Manchester United's attacking issue. Now, this is what I don't understand, man, because for me, I believe Sancho is more of a winger. You know, Sancho is more of a winger. What you just need to do with Sancho is learn how to bring out the very best from Sancho. That is the only thing I just need to just understand. You just need to just, all these things, instructions. You learn how to you bring out the best from this guy. So I don't think Bruno Fernandez, I can understand. You can use him as a first nine. You can. You can use Bruno Fernandez as a first nine. But with the lack of Sancho, I don't think so. I'm sorry, I just don't think so. I don't think so. With the lack of Bruno Fernandez, you can use him. You can give it a try, and I think it might work. It's not everybody or every player you try play them as a first nine. It's not every player. It's not every player you just stick to first nine. It's not. If Mabry and McTominay leave, if Mabry if Mabry and McTominay leave, then we should go for both Fofana and Manogate, both combined with 75 million, I think. The fact is this, man. You guys don't. First of all, you don't have the funds to make a deal happen. We have seen how United have been so sluggish when it comes to making transfer happen. They've been sluggish. They've been kind of like very, very, they are sluggish in making deals happen. So this is why I believe it is going to be very, very difficult to get all these players over the line. Sometimes I know people I want to be positive, so sometimes we will also need to be realistic. Honestly, people also need to be realistic with each other. Bruno Fernandez as a striker is a joke. I don't know why ESPN. What is ESPN doing? But when it comes to ESPN they come with crap, man. They come with crap. I know this is bullshit, but I just have to just react to it anyway. It's crap. It's crap. And yeah, this is something what somebody said that I just had to react to. I made a video earlier and I spoke about the fact that Mark Goldbridge was angry that Chelsea were able to sell this guy to Atletico Madrid. Now, yeah, this what somebody is saying here. It's very interesting what he said. He said Chelsea gets 34 million pounds for Conor Gallagher, whilst we can't even scrap 25 million for McTominay. Now I'm done. They are simply too good at selling. And I said it. I said Chelsea, when it comes to selling, Chelsea are good at selling their players. Like in the transfer in general, Chelsea have sold players more. It is Chelsea first. I think second was Man City. When it comes to money they get from selling players, they sell players good amount of money. They are good at selling. So it is not Chelsea fault that they are very, very good when it comes to selling players. They are just good at it because they know how to place value on their players. They know how to place values on their players. And this is one thing that they are just good at. Chelsea will sell a player you never expect they will get such amount of money for. You will come tell me, you will say, come on, Chelsea, they've made a loss already. Chelsea don't make a loss. And that's the honest truth. Conor Gallagher for Conor for 34 million. That's not good. Chelsea should get 40 million. The thing is that Chelsea want to sell him anyway. Because Chelsea would have easily gotten a transfer record, a club record of 60 million plus, 60 million pounds plus for Conor Gallagher from Aston Villa, but he refused, he turned it down. So the only club that is offering money was Atletico Madrid, and what the offer was 45 million euros, which was 34 million pounds. So for Chelsea, it's a good deal because it goes straight to their profit. The profit, straight full profit. McTominay to Fulham. We have to wait and see because we have not even heard anything about that. We haven't had anything about it. So we're still waiting for it to happen. We're still waiting for it to happen. And still on Conor Gallagher, reports came that Conor Gallagher is currently in Madrid for his medical. Is in Real Madrid is in Madrid currently for his medical. So I think you could just say that deal is almost done. It's a done deal. And Chelsea have also loaned out Gyökeres. Chelsea have loaned out Gyökeres. Um, coming from Fabrizio Romano also. And it says here, exclusive Chelsea talent Alfred Gyökeres has chosen Sheffield United as a loan option. Medical and signature to be completed on Tuesday. Here we go. Tuesday is tomorrow. So that is a done deal. This is why I say to you, Chelsea they know how to get guys out. Look at what it says. Chelsea truly paying truly playing FIFA manager mode in real life. Yeah, they are good at it, man. They are good at selling. They are good when it comes to sell. They sell. How many players have Chelsea sell? So this okay. How many players Chelsea have? Chelsea have over 41 players. They've got 41 players, and it does not stop there because there are still talks of them getting more players. Just stay tuned to the show. Like I said, we've got a lot to unfold, to unleash on you guys. So Chelsea have got 41 players, and there's a possibility whereby they will get more too to add to those players. So Chelsea are just working in another dimension. Now, I want to touch on Kepa Arrizabalaga. I want to touch on Kepa Arrizabalaga because right here, coming from Madrid, Asolotti was asked about Kepa's return, and this is what he had to say. He says, "In that position, we are covered. Kepa did really well. We are really happy to have him, but I don't know what's going to happen this season. We love him. It depends on Looney's future. If he leaves in August, Kepa will be ready." So basically, right now, Kepa is waiting for Madrid. Chelsea will have 1,000 players by 2050. So basically, what Madrid are waiting for right now, Madrid are waiting for just Looney to decide if he's staying or not. So there's every possibility that this Kepa might still end up at what's it called, at Real Madrid. So we have to wait and watch out for what ends up coming out of that. But moving on, guys, with the show, I want to touch on them very quick, and this is coming from David Oyston. It's coming from David Oyston, and it says here that Liverpool rejects what up to £15 million from Southampton to sign Fabio Carvalho. Unwilling to sanction another loan plus permanent bid will need to be significantly high than proposed. 21-year wants to be a regular starter, and this is coming from the Athletic. And this guy is a very good player. Just that I don't know why Pep Klopp did not give him that game time, because we saw what he did. Even when he came to Liverpool, we saw what he did. He was a good player. Look at him at the preseason. He has been solid. Just as sometimes a club does not really, like we always say, every manager they have their own favorite. And I think this boy suffered from the fact that the manager did not just rate him. But you ask the question, why do you sign a player when you don't rate him? That's another thing you want to ask. That is something you really want to ask. Why are you signing a player you don't rate? How about just leave the player for clubs that are out there that actually believes and rates the player? Because I know how many clubs that wanted him. I know many clubs that wanted this guy. If you don't rate the guy, allow the guy be. Let clubs and teams that actually rate him go for him. This is how people they kill players' career, man. It's a shame. Because you end up going to sign a player you know you've got no plans for. You know you've got no plans for. So it will be interesting to see what end up happening with Carvalho. Will they stay back at Liverpool? Let's see if the new manager coming in is going to give him opportunity, because you can never tell. Maybe the manager coming in might want to, give him game time and see. Now, moving on, I think PSG have gotten a player into the club, and also I want to know is maybe that will speed things up for the likes of Manu Gatti to leave for Man U. And this is coming from Fabrizio Romano. I said I spoke about this guy earlier, William Paco. William Pacho, and it says William Pacho to PSG, Paris Saint Germain. Here we go, agreement in place between Paris Saint Germain and Ukraine Frankfurt. 40 million fixed fee plus add-ons, 5-year deal for Pacho, and payment terms also agreed. Document to be reviewed in the next 24 hours. Then he will travel for medical this week. So I just hope this helps in making speeding things up for Manchester United to get their player. What's his name? They be wanting. What's this lad name again? Manu Gatti. Because like United is ready. We always say, I don't want Rabio. He wants Zubimendi or Manuel Gatti. So I just hope this helps in speeding up that deal from happening, because it will be a good one. It will honestly be a good one for United to get the player in before the season begins, because I know for sure United need Manuel Gatti to come in like now. They need him. Honestly, they need that guy in the club immediately. Uh, Even if Chelsea go bankrupt, there's so many players they will get 500 million. Chelsea just know how to sell, man. Honestly, they know how to sell. Our Pacho is 50 million. People don't even know him. Like, I don't know the guy. Honestly, I don't know the guy. Big up Tesh. Big up Tesh. How are you, boss? I hope you are fine, man. I hope you are fine. Hope you're good, man. Honestly, I don't know anything about this guy called Tesh. I don't know anything about him. But honestly, man, it is what it is. You'll see end up reacting to it anyway. Because if PSG will go and sign it, because one thing you also need to understand is that we need Ugarte like yesterday. But I just hope this signing of Pacho will help in facilitating the moves to be made early. But these guys as well need to splash out the money, man. They shouldn't splash out this money. They should splash out this money, because it is also slowing things down. It's slowing things down. Now, let me just touch on Matthias Delete again, because this is coming from the Express. It's coming from the Express, UK Express. I respect you, Bam, man. You Bam. You are solid. You are gallant. You gallant. This is coming from Express, and it says Matthias Delete expected to join United, but Enos may need help from two players. I don't know who are these two players. Now it says on the article, it says Manchester United are expected to complete deals for Bayern Munich duo Matthias de Ligt and Nosia Mazui this summer, according to reports. However, the Red Devils have plenty of work to do to navigate past Bayern FT valuation amid financial limitation imposed by Premier League profits and sustainability rules, which is the PSR. Now, United completed promising earlier summer business, sealing a 36.5 million deal for Bologna striker Joshua Zexi to mark the start of Inos' rule over recruitment. A huge coup then followed, convincing Lille defender Lille Euro to switch to Old Trafford in a 52 million move, beating Real Madrid, Liverpool, and PSG to his signature. Now, when people hear 52 million pounds, people always scream. They think United paid the money immediately. They did not. What United did was they stretched that money in like they will pay it in instrumentally for like the next 5 years. So because when people see 52 million, people are saying they overpay, they overpay, they overpay, they overpay. Big up United is red. They will say they overpay, they overpay, they overpay, they overpay, they overpay. They didn't overpay. You can say they overpay, yes, but the structure of the deal, they did not overpay. If we're going to be honest with each other, the structure of the deal, United did not overpay. Manuel Agate and Manchester, they're still waiting. Those guys are really waiting. Like they are waiting for Manchester United. Everything is in Manchester United's hand. Honestly, everything is in Manchester United's hand. Now, he said that United were thought to be planning on a second centre back arrival before the 18-year-old broke his foot during last month's friendly against Arsenal, ruling me out for 3 months. Man, his unfortunate setback has intensified the need for Eric Ten Hag to bolster his defense, though, and prompted another open approach to Bayern. The Bundesliga giant reportedly rebuffed a double deal proposal involving both Delete and Mazui, despite informing both players they are free to leave this summer. However, Fabrizio Romano reports that United are still expected to secure the service of both before the summer transfer deadline. Bayern are said to be demanding a combined fee of 60 million, though a fee which United aren't willing to meet as talks between the clubs continue. Now, the honest truth is this, man. What United can do is try getting. I think what Bayern Munich want is they want the money cash, and that is something United don't want to do. United want to do the same thing they did with Lenny Euro. They want to stretch the payment as well, because Bayern Munich are also waiting for these funds to go and get Jonathan Tah into the club. So they are waiting to sell this two lad to get the money to go and get a player in Jonathan Tah. But moving on the article, it says the Red Devil may need to sanction further sales to fund the double swoop, adding to the near 50 million raise from offloading 4 senior players so far this summer. Aaron Wan-Bissaka planned to switch to West Ham. We opened the door for Mazui, but the lead is less attainable of the two targets. Now, one thing about Aaron Wan-Bissaka is this, man. Aaron Wan-Bissaka you guys need to pay him off, man. He's demanding like few million. He has agreed to leave for 18 million. Pay this guy 2 million or 3 million. Let him go. And United could rely on chasing in on Scott McTominay, the subject of strong interest from Fulham and Galatasaray, to raise the budget high enough to fund the Dutch defender. So, does this mean that basically that Manchester United do not have the money to make deals happen? Does it mean they don't have the funds to make this happen? Because I don't understand. I think if you don't get Delete, United will go for Jared Brighton for 70 million because of panic, or even Maguire for 60 million. Honestly, man, that would be stupid, man. Honestly, it would be stupid. Rather, just pay the money right now. Why would we want to go for Jabari for 70 million where you have the opportunity of signing two players for 60 million? It doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. And Tej says cash flows and player going out is the reason new players are still waiting. That's honest truth, man. You guys just give these guys something to just get out of the club. Delete and Manogate have to be done this week or next week. Like they have to be done this week because next week, see, you guys are playing against Man City, Community Shield. Are you going to use Lisandro Martinez and Harry Maguire to face Man City? Then by another 7 days, you are playing Fulham. So, like, I think this needs to be done today. I know we don't get delayed. They will not go. I don't know why they don't go for this guy as well. Ignacio is a good player as well, honestly. Ignacio is a is a good baller. I don't just know why they have decided not to even look at this lad. He's a good player for me. But moving on to the of the show, guys, I want to touch on Victor Osimhen because this guy has been the latest one rumor going around. You know, sometimes there are things when you see online, you just call it crap, and this is what you call crap. But anyway, we are going to react to it as well anyway. Now, this is coming from the Gunners News, and it says here, journalist says Arsenal have agreed to pay 110 million pounds for striker, but rival has offered significantly high salary. This is nonsense. This is bullshit. This is what you call rubbish. Because I don't understand, like, how on earth are Arsenal being able to, make a signing of Osimhen for 110 million, whereby they will not go and sign Isak, who is pretty much proven. And it's coming from the whatever that his name is. He claims that does it even say? It says Arsenal have found an agreement with Napoli to sign Victor Osimhen, according to radio reporter Leario di Giovabastista. That name self tells you is a lie. The name just tells you it's a lie. And that's nonsense. And then it says PSG are thought to have offered. Like we all know PSG came outside of the deal because this is nonsense, man. This is just basically crap I'm reading here. How is PSG offering Osimhen an higher salary, yet they turn out of the deal because they don't want to pay the release clause? So if PSG is not paying the release clause and they offer a higher salary, and Arsenal is willing to pay the release clause, who ends up getting a player? Plus, one thing these articles or whoever reported this crap is forgetting that Chelsea have something Napoli needs. We all know Napoli wants Lukaku. That if there's a club that will get this guy, it's Napoli. And it's also not ending there because we have somebody from the Standard also saying the same crap as well. Sometimes you can see articles, you think there's no truth in it, then you end up finding out that article is actually, making sense. And this is coming from the Standard. And it says, what is it saying here? It says, okay, I think this one is Maguire. And Maguire is the latest one that seems to want to get a player. Now, it says that the summer window enters its final full week before the Premier League begins. The likes of Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham are all expected to conclude business before the campaign gets underway. The Gunners remain in talks over a move for Real Sociedad midfielder Mikel Merino, and have been linked with Manchester City star Alvarez. Then these ones are just old news. This one are old news because I know that there are current talks. Now, these are current talks going on. Omorodon, Chelsea wants to sign Omorodon. But we are going to get into that. Liverpool are going for Jojo Mamardashvili and determined to sign him from Valencia. Fee is 30 million euros plus, but he will be loaned out until Alisson eventually leaves. Bournemouth also in the race. Am I supposed to believe this crap? Because how old is Alisson? For me, I don't think Alisson is going to leave Liverpool anytime soon because if there's Alisson have had the opportunity of leaving Liverpool to Saudi Arabia, to Al Ittihad, to Al Nassr for good payout. So why will he then leave, then go where? We should go for both Ignacio and Delete. There is no money. You guys don't have the money to do this deal. What Arsenal are paying 110 is 70. They're not paying that. I don't think that article is there's truth in it, man. I honestly don't think there's truth in that article. Do you think? Come on, man. Come on, Tesh. Come on. Like easy. Easy. Like easy. Like at some point, I was even saying that what's his name? The fact that Conte wants Lukaku is because he believes Lukaku is better than Osimhen. All of you, I like you see me here. I won't be I'll be very, very quick to apologize to Osimhen, if he eats it running. But for me, I believe Isak is better than Osimhen. Honestly, for me, my own opinion, I believe Isak is better than Osimhen. Osimhen is just overhyped, man. My God, that guy is overhyped, man. He's overhyped. Honestly. Yeah, I agree with you. Osimhen, Isak proved. He proved it in the Premier League. And Osimhen will be a risk, man. Let us see whether any club will want to take the risk. Chelsea wants every young players. Chelsea has been linked. They are linked to every single body. Shamaji. Good night, G. Good night, Maji. So this deal here, I don't really believe in this article, man. It's rubbish for me. It's rubbish. I don't believe in Mama Dashvili going to Liverpool. I don't believe 1 second. So they will sign him and loan him out. Okay. This is coming from who is this again? I'm not underrating Osimhen. You guys are the one hyping him up. One thing is that Nigeria and England are like this. They are friends. They are like this. Basong, we call it like this. They are just best of friends. Nigeria and England are like this. They overrate their players. And when it comes to perform, they don't perform. I don't just think that guy is good enough. I will say it anywhere, man. I will say it to his face. He's not good enough. Now, moving forward, man. United are really pushing to force this guy out of the club. And West Ham are also pushing to finalize a deal. They've agreed terms, but the problem still relies on this guy. Leave the club, or United should just pay him something, man. Because already we know West Ham have agreed that they were willing to pay the 18 million valuation of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but they want something also in return. They want something. What's his name? Wants part of the money, and it's only fair. Give him part of the money. Give him part of the money, man. Let him leave. Now, Fabrizio Romano coming out with a Daniel Mo update. We all know they want Baka and also discussing with Daniel Mo. And this is what you have to say. You say, understand Daniel Omo and Andy Barra as part of players' camp. We travel to Leipzig today. Almost agent ready to discuss with Leipzig, traveling and trying advance on a deal after Baka deal. Personal terms agreed until June 2030, but still work needed on clubs sided to get the deal done. Honestly, I believe this deal will go through, man. I believe this deal will go through, honestly. So I don't see anything within this. I believe Daniel Mo will be Barcelona player. It's all about time, man. It's all about time. It's all about time. Then this is coming from FCUB from Twitter, and also Fabrizio Romano and United Stand. And it says Manchester United have been offered a chance to sign Adrian Rabiot this summer. Nothing is advanced at this point. United are focused on Lugate. Rabiot wants this guy he just thinks he what it's not, man. It's just expensive for crap. Every transfer window, you are always on the market. This guy, I've never seen a player that is always available on the transfer market as this guy. Every transfer window is forever like you don't come and see him not he's always available on the transfer window. It just shows and tells you that it's not good enough, man. That is what he says. It's not good enough. If I was Manchester United, I'm sorry, I will not come anywhere close to this guy. But let's move on because they've been interest. I don't know where it's coming from, but it says here some Manchester United hierarchy view Kopama as a potential future Fernandez replacement, despite Palmer's time at City. It is thought that his family would urge him to join if came about. Wickers massive admirer. Well, I will not be surprised. I will not be surprised if he end up joining Manchester United. But the problem is because he is a Manchester United fan. So I won't be surprised if he joins. He is a Manchester United fan. So I won't be surprised if he joins United. But do I think it will happen? I don't think so because as it is right now, Chelsea are also looking to tie him up with another deal. They are already, talks ongoing of increasing the salary and giving him a new contract. So for me, that is going to be very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult. And we were hit with a bomber today. We were hit with a bomber today. And this was coming from the Guardian. We were hit with a bomber. And yeah, it is. Breaking the sponsor, Snapdragon, is interested in buying the naming rights to Old Trafford or any new stadium constructed to replace it. Now that would be interesting. Sorry, imagine Snapdragon Trafford. That would be very, very interesting, guys. Snapdragon Trafford. Wouldn't it be nice? It'd be nice. But do I see it happening? I don't think so. Because for me, I believe if Inos, Sergeant Ratcliffe are able to get that project done, they will want it to be probably Inos Stadium. You can never tell. Because they will make a hell of a revenue from that stadium. Yeah. So I don't think they will want to give us that right to anybody. I don't think so. They want to just reserve that right to themselves. So I don't think they want to give that anybody that franchise or naming right. But no, moving forward, Arsenal, coming from a sport witness, it says Arsenal have accelerated negotiation to sign Galatasaray winger Baris Hapal Yimas. With details of a potential agreement being discussed, Arsenal will pay 20 million euros for the player. Well, this is another article I don't believe, man. I'm sorry. But it's all transfer. You can, because of the fact that Fabrizio Romano and David Austin are always reliable, does not mean that there's no other journalists out there can still give us solid transfer. You know, so that's the thing. But I guess we have to wait and see if there's any truth. If there's any truth in that, we have to see if there's any truth in that. And Laurie Whitwell, Laurie Whitwell also reported something earlier. There are so many talks about that ongoing with the likes of Matthias Delete, and this is what he had to say. He said Manchester United attempted to keep Euro's injury secret due to ongoing negotiation for other targets like Delete and Bayern, knowing there is more pressure to recruit a centre back after United bargaining position. I don't understand what they're talking about because the whole world know that. Like I don't understand how does people want to treat United? How do you think you want to keep Euro's injury secret when Manchester United is one of the biggest club in the world? I've been saying it. People don't understand this. United might be crap on the pitch, but it does not change the fact that they are still one of the best team in the world. Not sorry, I retract that word. The best team, no, not best. One of the one of the great team in the world. Let me just use the word not great. I think best was okay. Yeah, commercial team in the world. So whatever happens around Manchester United, the world knows already. The world knows already. You can't tell me you want to hide it because you are probably scared that you will look desperate. Professor is good. He's laughing. Tesh is laughing. I tried the word. Yes, I tried the word. So commercial value, they've got the commercial value. So what already knows they are injured. His Rui is injured. So if peradventure these guys want to be desperate, want more money from you guys, they will do it. They don't care. They've asked for what they want, and that's what they want. So telling me they want to hide the fact he was injured is a joke. Because United are a big team, man. United is a big team. United are still making money more than so many clubs in the world, even with the fact that they are playing crap. The fact they are playing crap, when you go to Forbes, they are still top. They are still top three. It will be Madrid, maybe Man City, Man U. Sometimes it might even be Man U. Man U will have a crap season. A crap season. Crap season. They were crap. When it comes to value, it's still United. And you wonder how. The commercial side of Manchester United is big. It's massive. So that is, you can never hide such a thing from I'm sorry, you can never hide such a thing from the world. Because we know everything comes to light immediately as it happens. And coming from the Central Devils, it says that if a bid of 30 million is guaranteed is made for Scott McTominay, Manchester United will consider the sale, even though he's seen as a valuable squad player. And this is Fabrizio Romano having this conversation with the United stand earlier today. But the honest truth is this, man. If this club want to move forward, they need to let this guy go. This guy is a ghost. He's a ghost. Just imagine if Manchester United were playing well on the pitch, the revenue would have it would be ridiculous. Honestly, even with the fact United fans are like Glazer out, Glazer out, Glazer out, they are still busy funding the Glazer money. Just imagine them playing well on the pitch, winning trophies. No club will come close to them. The fact that they are crap, not winning trophy, and are still able to be top three, top five, top three. What am I even saying? Top three. They will win trophy. They will win anything. They will still be top three when it comes to the most valuable club in the world. It's crazy, man. That is how big they are. And I tell people like, man, you can't. There's nothing you can do about it. They are big. They are big. There's nothing you can do about it. They're just too big. I don't like it. I don't like saying it, but it is what it is, guys. They're one of the biggest in the world. Though it was during Ferguson era, Ferguson era. I just want to just see this guy gone, man. I want this guy go, please go. Now dialogue reopened between Manchester United and Fulham over the transfer of Scott McTominay. Fulham are yet to decide if they will go back with an improved offer. United will have to compromise on their asking price for Fulham to come back to the table. Why don't you guys just take the 23 million pounds and run away? Run away. This guy is looking like a big tech Peter Crouch. Come on, take the 20 million pounds and run away. Don't even look back. I don't understand, man. I do not understand. Take the money and base. Run. Don't look back. Now, latest on Umano Ogate from Fabrizio Romano with what's his name with McGobridge this afternoon was Manchester United have good relationship with Manu Agate's agent Jojo Mendes. We know Jojo Mendes is Ronaldo's agent. He's also agent for Lenny Euro. So I see this. I believe this deal will get done. Jojo Mendes is the best. He's the goat as well when it comes to agents. The goat. So they have good relationship with Jojo Mendes. Will be very important in getting green light for this deal to happen. No, if there's a club out there that will sign this guy, I think it's Man U. You guys don't know the reason why they love Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, the father and the parent, they've got money, Shem. They have money. And I'm suspecting maybe they have some shares going on in that club. Maybe the same thing that happened with Victor Valdez at Barcelona is also happening here. Let's go and check. Let's just fine tune, you know, because it doesn't make sense to me, honestly. I don't like it, doesn't make any sense to me. How does Scott McTominay get playing time under managers? I am sure if Pep Guardiola comes to Man U, he will play this fraud. Pep will play this fraud if he comes to Man U. He will play him. And we all know, like we all know, PSG. PSG got their man. So maybe this one too might also facilitate the deal to happen very, very fast. Very, very fast. Let's just hope so. And it says here, Jao Neves, Luis Enrique's philosophy is the one that I was looking for, and that is also why I chose PSG. I really enjoyed our conversation. He's a fantastic person, and I'm really happy to be here. So I'll just hope this just open the doors for Manchester United to get Manu Ogate because they've gotten two midfielders into the club. So I don't know why they're still holding on Manu Ogate. Allow the guy go. Pharaoh, let my people go. Pharaoh, let my people go. Allow him go. So I can do my banter in peace. So that they will not give me excuses. I want Mazui, like the way I'm just pushing for Mazui to go to Man U, Mazui, delete, and Manu Ogate. If possible, if Anthony, like now I'm the agent. I wanted to get those players so that when Tenag is playing Tenag's ball, I can do my banter very well. Honestly, because I don't think that guy is good enough. I'm sorry, man. I've been saying now, I'll keep saying it. No matter what anybody want to tell me, I don't think that guy is good enough. And as I'm saying, Fabrizio Romano just even reported again. And this is why sometimes I get tired of Fabrizio Romano's tweet because he repeats tweet. He keeps repeating tweet. I get tired of it sometimes. But sometimes it's also good to keep us, involved and keep up updated. Now, this is what he had to say. He says, Manchester United are prepared to return in talks for Manchester Delete and Mazui agreement until June 2029 plus option already done with both players days ago. Now working on club side. Players come confident they are only waiting for Manchester United. The people they are waiting for is Scott McTominay, who is Scooby-Doo, Mick Ghost, like Tesh will call him Mick Ghost. I bet Mac Ghost, and Wan-Bissaka are the only two players holding this deal from happening, honestly. Because United have gotten enough money from the release of the fact that Donny left, the fact that what's his name, Rafa Varane left, Marshall left. They've saved £50 million, so they'll be able to do this deal. So everything boils down to Man U. It boils down to Man U. Man U should just just take whatever you can take and let this guy go, man. Sign a player. Now, there's a lot happening around Osimhen today. A lot. They've been talk of him going to Arsenal. They've been talk of him going to Chelsea. It's just crazy. Before I go to Osimhen, I want to touch on Arsenal because Arsenal are just one club I don't understand. Oh, Casper the Ghost. Yeah, Casper the Ghost. Which banter? You want to? I will banter Tenag. You will see. I will banter. You guys will not have rest. Even on that group, they create. You guys will not have rest there. I go there and cause trouble. Arsenal believes that they can get. I don't know. Like Arsenal should sack Edu. Arsenal should sack Edu. Arsenal have no interest in allowing Edin Ketia leave the club if their 35 million euros valuation is not met. It's crazy. So just because of the fact that they were able to get 35 million pounds from Fulham for Emmy Smith Rowe, they believe they can get that same amount from this guy called Eddie Ketia. One thing they are forgetting to understand is that Emmy Smith Rowe was injured, but when he was available, he was a baller. He was playing proper football. And this is what clubs see. To spend such amount of money on Emmy Smith Rowe, you are not getting 35 million euros for this clown called Eddie Ketia. And this is the reason why they did not loan him out. They did not sell him to Olympic Marseille. Olympic Marseille ended up going to get Yusufa Mokoko, who is a better far player than this clown. It's crazy, man. All these clubs will just put some kind of amount of money on players, and I don't understand, man. I just don't understand. The latest on Rulli, I spoke about him earlier, and Fabrizio have just updated, saying, what is he saying? He says, the Argentina goalkeeper has already said yes, Olympic Marseille move. Wow, nice. Roberto De Zerbi is cooking, guys. Roberto De Zerbi is cooking. Like the players he has been able to recruit into the club are just crazy, man. The players he has been recruiting to the clubs are young bloods, young lad, young blood. But let's move on to this article here. Let's move on to this article from I think from Arsenal. I don't know, but let me just see. Okay, it says Miguel Delaney, and he's talking about Isaac. Arsenal are reassessing their forward option in the transfer market after Newcastle made it clear that Alexander Isak would not be sold. Mikel Arteta only wants high-quality players who had specific traits for that position, which Isak fits exactly. With the type of forward rare on the market, Arteta is instead more looking for a wide forward who can play inside rather than an outright number 9. Pedro Neto is highly rated, but there is a natural way up about the price about his injury, which is truth. Arsenal have shown they are willing to spend big, but only if the player is exactly right. Declan Rice was seen in that mode. So was Isak, but Newcastle are determined to keep the player this summer. That's interesting, man. Newcastle are not determined. They've made it plain. They are ready to sell. Newcastle are actually ready to sell the player, but for the right price. For the right price. They bought this guy for close to is it 69 million or 70 million pounds. So they would also want to make a profit because the player is premiership proven. He does one thing Isak have shown to the world is premiership proven. So if you want the player, pay the money. It's as simple as that. If you want the player, pay the fucking money. Moving on. Fokro officially confirmed Nicolas Fokro joins West Ham on a permanent deal from Borussia Dortmund for a fee in excess of 27 million euros for deal for Fokro wanted by club's director, team whatever. It's not me, you key. So, like I said, we have a lot to discuss today, man. There's a lot of transfer going on today. I just hope we'll get to see a year we go from Man U for one of these transfers. It will be nice. And Brighton are said to be interested in Matt O'Reilly. And Chelsea are also said to they want the player as well. Matt O'Reilly. And he played against Chelsea and he bought that day. Brighton are in talks to sign Matt O'Reilly from Celtic reports. Skyport. He scored 18 goals plus 13 assists in Scottish League from a midfield last season. And that's incredible. 18 goals. 18 goals. But can he replicate it in the Premiership? Time will tell. Time will tell, guys. because it's a different thing to do it in what's it called, Scottish League. Then you come to the real deal. If you're able to do it, that's when we respect you. Well, moving forward, guys. Alexis Sanchez have decided to go back to what's it called? Okay, Alexis Sanchez is close to signing with Udinese. Bearing any surprise, Sanchez had decided to return to Udinese, and it started from there. So I'm not really surprised because one thing I've seen about their players, Udinese players, every player that end up leaving the club comes back. I saw it with Di Natale, Antonio Di Natale. I'm sure so many people will not know that guy. I'm sure so many fans of football don't know the player called Antonio Di Natale. That guy was a baller. But moving on, guys, what's his name? Conor Gallagher is going to earn this much. You know, for that clown that was saying earlier that it was a disgrace that Chelsea sold Conor Gallagher to Atletico Madrid. Maybe you want to say it to Conor Gallagher right now. Gallagher will earn as much as £200,000 a week at Atletico Madrid once bonus are taken into consideration. So tell me, make it make sense. That clown called Magobish came out and talking crap, talking rubbish. That is a disgrace that Chelsea sold him. So it's a disgrace that Conor Gallagher left a mid-table team to go play for one of the top team in Spain. That guy talks rubbish. I am waiting for him. I want Manchester United to sell Scott McTominay. Then I want to hear what's he going to say. I want to hear what you want to say. Tesh, if you are still watching, will you take on Gallagher in your club? Tell me. Because that clown said he's going to take him at United. So I want to know. Will you take him at your club? Will you take Conor Gallagher or every Manchester United fan still watching? Will you take Conor Gallagher in your club? Let me know. Now moving forward, it's a very very bad thing, man. I was sad when I saw this. What's his name? What is this guy's name? Um, Skamaka. Skamaka is tall his ACL and will be out for 6 to 7 months. It's a huge blow for Atalanta and the player speedy recovery. Honestly, man, it's a huge blow because we saw what this guy was doing. He was banging the goals for this club, man. He was balling. So it is very, very painful to see a player. The season has not even started as yet. And yet he's out for 6 months already. He's out for 6 months to 7 months. Now, moving forward, what's his name? Sancho. Jordan Sancho transfer is coming from the Central Devils. Fabrizio Romano as well. On the tick of things, it says Sancho transfer could still be a possibility despite going quiet recently. Coming from Fabrizio Romano. And my take on it, I don't believe Sancho will leave. Honestly, I still believe Sancho will not leave. Because from what I've seen so far at United, Sancho is going to be one of the most important players at United if used properly by Ten Hag. Mark down what I said. If used properly by Ten Hag, is going to be one of United's best players. If used properly. Because, and Tesh said it there, I need Sancho to stay. If he's used properly, I believe he's going to play football at United. If he's used properly. Because one thing I believe is this, man. The way they've come to settle the matter, people say Sancho apologized. I said there is no evidence that he apologized. I will say it anyway. I keep saying it anyway. Ten Hag and Sancho were forced into a room. Guys, sort out this. And we need this sorted out. Because you don't go from not playing football for 6 months to go bowling at Dortmund, dribbling past PSG. And this is the reason why PSG came in interested for him because they could see what it's all about. And people want to tell you about Dortmund. There's no pressure there. There's no pressure in PSG. Like all this United fan base, sometimes they can talk rubbish to suit their own agenda. All of a sudden, League One, there's no pressure in League One. The Premiership is where the pressure is. At Manchester United, there's pressure in Manchester United. Because make it make sense. It's not that you guys are fighting for the Premiership or you're fighting for the Champions League or FA Cup. It's always like Carabao, FA Cup, once in a while from playing crap football. So are you telling me that's where there's pressure? I'm sorry to break it to you guys. There's also no pressure at United. It's as simple as that. So if United are going to ball this season, they need the likes of Sancho to stay at the club, but they need to be used properly. The likes of Sancho and Ahmad, they need to be used properly. Which is why I still believe, and I'll keep saying it, Ten Hag will get sacked before December. He does not just know he does not know it yet. So someone will just tell him because Ruud van Nistelrooy is the manager they are signing. Now let's move on, guys. Moving on to Saudi Arabia. I'm touching on Saudi Arabia because everybody they think Saudi Arabia is an avenue for you to sell all your players. That is what Match Senator believe. They believe that during the end of the season, automatically Saudi Arabia are coming for Casemiro. They got disappointed. They got fucking disappointed. Now, even Man City also thought that they can extract money from Man City. All of a sudden, Man City also want to sell player very, very high. I keep asking, what happens to this you're saying of if a player is not happy at the club, we'll let him go? Alvarez is not happy. You guys are still holding down to him. Ederson is not happy, wants to leave. You are still holding down to him. Now, this is what Fabio Romano said. He says Rakovic signed in as new Etihad player from Mallorca. And Man City's Ederson to Etihad is up as expected because they wanted crazy money. They wanted crazy money. It's crazy. How do you want to sell Ederson if you are selling like the likes of Alan, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne for 60 million euros? It will make sense to me. But a goalkeeper, and we have seen these guys. Al Nassr came for Ederson, 30 million euros. You guys said no, we want 60 million euros. What did they do? They end up going to Brazil to go and sign a Beto. Beto, Brazil number 2. They signed Beto for how much? For 18 million euros. Now the same thing has happened again. Etihad have gone to sign Mallorca for 11 million pounds, 11 million euro. So you guys have that. Nobody is going to sponsor your corruption anymore. That corruption you guys are running, nobody want to sponsor it anymore. And I see Van Dijk is busy. I see Van Dijk. De Jong is busy trending, man. De Jong is looking for a club. Nobody wants to buy De Jong. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, God. At some point, United wanted that guy with everything in them, and that guy felt he was what is not. Well, like I said, let us move on. This is coming from Daily Mail. Daily Mail. And he says Atletico Madrid offers João Felix to Manchester City to make way for the Julian Alvarez in loan deal with option to buy plus cash. Although City wants to keep Alvarez, the player is eager to make the switch to Atletico. You guys stop holding on to let this guy go, man. Let him go. He wants to play football. Let this guy go. All of a sudden, you guys don't let players and not leave the club anymore. Because all we were hearing from before, you guys say whosoever is not ready, happy at the club and wants to go, we let them go. Now you guys have changed because now the FFP are getting closer to you guys. They are changing. Mark Guay coming from David Austin, and he says here Newcastle United open negotiation with Crystal Palace to sign Maguire, 24 years old centre back, English centre back, high on the list of multiple clubs. But Newcastle United is forced to hold talks after approach. Crystal Palace this week would be significant coup coming from the Athletic. Now, this guy is a very, very good player. At some point, I was thinking Arsenal and Manchester United would get this player, but it all went quiet. If there's a player man you should be going for over Gerald Brightwaite or Delete, in fact, over Delete should be this guy, not Gerald Brightwaite. Gerald Brightwaite just had a good season at Everton. It's mad, man. Honestly, it's crazy, man. So I guess we just have to just wait and see what end up happening if he end up joining Newcastle, and that would be very, very interesting. That would be very, very interesting. And this is the latest coming from David Oyston for the Alvarez deal. Even Fabrizio Romano have also reported, but this is what David Austin had to say. David Austin has to say, he says, Atletico Madrid close to striking a deal with Man City to sign Alvarez. Not fully agreed, but now in sight. Club negotiating final price and payment terms would be at least five times 40 million pounds Manchester City paid in 2022, and the 24-year-old is keen on joining. So that five times 40 million will be around 60 something million pounds, if I'm not mistaken. I stand to be corrected though, but I think it will be around 60 something million pounds, and that would be a good deal, man. That would be a good deal. And what what these guys can do is they can just say we'll pay the money, 40 million every year. They can do it that way. And now this is what this guy had to say. What's his name? Fabrizio Romano. What he had to say about the deal. We said Atletico Madrid have submitted an official bid to Man City to sign Alvarez. Then he says deal depends on Omorodon exit as Chelsea are in talks over 35 million deal to sign Samu from Atletico Madrid, advancing well. Domino on, but Samuel leaves only if Atletico Madrid agree Julian deal. And I touched on Samuel Omorodo's deal earlier, but I just said to just leave it so that everything will just synchronize and make sense. Now, this is what Chelsea. I don't know what Chelsea are doing with this guy, man. Chelsea, I don't know. Chelsea want to sign two players at once. They want to sign this guy. They want to sign what's his name as well, Osimhen. But this is what Fabrizio said. More on Samu Omorodon is being discussed again in recent talks between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid. Separate deal for Gallagher, sorry. Understand Chelsea are prepared to bid 35 million to advance in talks, but decision will be up to Atletico Madrid. It depends on Atletico plans. Atletico Madrid also wants to sign Alvarez. So we can see what is working here. Everybody just needs to sell and to buy, sell to buy. So which means all these things that all these teams have been doing before, splashing out big money to sign players, means that it has been fraud all along. So now that the FFP have come into play, everybody is now want to sell players. All of a sudden now everybody wants to sell players high amount of money. Now this one is coming from Matt Lord Ditzy and Central Goals, and this is what it says. It says Chelsea are in a poor position to sign Samuel Omorodon from Atletico Madrid and could potentially bring in Victor Osimhen from Napoli as well. Now, this one will be very, very interesting to see. I want to see how Chelsea are going to strike this and make this happen. I want to see how Chelsea want to do it because they are not willing to pay the price these guys want. So it will be very, very interesting to see what they end up doing, how they want to strike the deal. I want to see it. Okay, now I want to go into Miguel Delaney. What Miguel Delaney had to say from Chelsea's Doggers. And it says here, what's it has to say? It says Chelsea are still negotiating with Victor Osimhen on the exact makeup of the deal, or makeup of his potential wage package. There are there also remains the possibility that the deal could be a loan with an obligation to buy. As it stands, the two clubs are close to agreement on a mutual beneficial deal that would that would see Osimhen and Lukaku trade places? Is it for a loan deal? That is something I don't really know. That is something I don't really know. But he continued and said Victor Osimhen and his camp are holding out for a 10.2 million net wages. Chelsea are willing to be flexible from otherwise rigid wage structure for a star. Such him, knowing that is also required to amplify the commercial appeal the club. Now, this statement here, I don't really understand it. I would like to, I don't really understand it. But what I would say is that it's very, very interesting to see how that deal end up happening because Chelsea have made it clear they don't want to pay the this thing. But now Fabrizio Romano have come in again. He says, what's Fabrizio saying? He's saying Atletico Madrid are set to accept the proposal for Sam Omorodon around 35 million pounds package. Omorodon camp discussing contract terms with Chelsea. Then he says Atletico will only give green light to Sam Omorodon to Chelsea when they get Julian Alvarez deal done with City agents. You see, one thing here that's happening here, this club is looking to get money from here to pay this club. Bayern Munich are waiting to get money from Man U to pay Leverkusen for Jonathan Tah. So there's no club out there. You have to sell to buy. You sell, you buy, which is what Chelsea are also wanting to do as well. Every club wants to do it. Man U as well are looking to get money from Fulham to get other players. This transfer market is just so interesting, guys. It's very, very, very interesting. And Fabrizio Romano has come and said again to throw a bomb. What did he say here? It's also regarding Maguire. He says a negotiation on the way for Maguire to join Newcastle as scored by Lucas Edward is top of the list for Newcastle as new centre back, and talks are advancing on the club and player side. Crystal Palace wants 65 million euros and pounds. Sorry, let us hope they get it. But I think 60 million pounds will be a good deal, man, for that to make that day happen. 60 million pounds, I think, is a fair deal. So let us see if that end up happening. Moving on, Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund just know how to get all these players every club wants. We know how many clubs that wanted this guy called Maximilian Bier. Dortmund are set to step up talks from Maximilian Bier this week. Negotiation planned on both players and club side. Um, he is the favorite option of the board after Fokro exist and Mukoko imminent run. So he's a good player, and we've seen. I saw what he's all about on the Euros, though I didn't see much of him because he didn't get enough time. But when he came on, it looked very, very very decent, man. It looked decent. Fabrizio Romano just gave us update on what's it called on Lenny Euro, and it says here, Manchester United defender Lenny Euro has told, okay, as today had a successful surgery on his foot injury. Euro's rehabilitation starts now, and we look forward to the 18 years old to returning to fitness in around 3 months. Man U statement confirms. So that is a good call. So now we know that an injury has been done. It was successful. So let's see how Chelsea and Manchester United are able to move on with this. And this is what somebody from Everton had to say about Osimhen. You know, it says here, this is what I say. He says, I am hoping he will come and kick off a bit of a race with Haaland for the Golden Boot. That would be fantastic for the Premier League and super for Chelsea. Now, this is a former Everton chairman talking about the prospect of Victor Osimhen coming to the Premier League. But all this, we just have to just wait and see where he end up. If he ends up becoming something very concrete, time will tell. Because all we do is just talk and talk and talk and react, and sometimes they go quiet. Now, before I wrap up the show, I think Manchester United are also exploring to go to the South American market, and this is something I don't know why they've not been doing all along. And it says here, Manchester United are targeting Gremio wonder kid Gabriel Mek. Okay, this guy is the one that Chelsea are also looking at. Then it says that Chelsea representative are already in Brazil to try and sign the player. Borussia Dortmund have also made an approach. Grêmio wants 10 million euros fixed plus add-ons to reach 20 million. Chelsea have over 7 million plus 7 million on add-ons so far. Manchester United, excuse me. Wow. He's just 16 years old and they want 20 million euros for him. Man, it's crazy, man. He must be a sort of a wizard, man. For that amount of money being wanting to be invested in him, then it means he's a baller. It means he's a baller, man. But that would be interesting to see if that day end up happening. I would love to see if that day ends up happening. And I think that will be all for the show today, for tonight, guys. I think that is more it. I think I reacted to everything. Zubimendi is not going anywhere. No, it's not going. Let me see. I don't know how true is this, but let me just check on David Austin. Well, wow, it's true. It is true. So this is the update coming from David Austin. The money is too much. This is update coming from David Austin, and it says here, Manchester United switch midfielder search away from Manuel Gatti and onto other options. Manchester United don't intend to meet the 60 million fee plus. We only revisit if PSG price drops. No progress yet. Talks cool. Plus exploring other top targets. Now the top target they are exploring now is on Zubimendi. That is the player Manchester United have switched their attention to, Zubi Mendy. And I know so many Manchester United fans really kind of appreciate the guy and they kind of like Zubi Mendy. Now, this is something I see, and I want to discuss this topic on what's it called? On the Unfiltered Talks show with the man them. Because sometimes we are always harsh on other players. But if I'll be honest with you guys, I think this guy's a flop, man. At City is a flop. It's a flop, honestly. So we're going to have this conversation. It's a flop. This guy is a fraud. So, guys, basically we've come to the end of the show, man. I'll see you guys on the next one, man. If anything happens in the morning, whatever happens, we're going to deliberate about it in the morning. And it was a great show. And big up to man them that showed up, man. Big up to United Israel and big up Mr. Mantesh. Mantesh, man like Tesh. Big ups to you. Big ups to you. I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show, man. So I'll see you guys on the next one, man. Do have a loving night rest, man. Good night. And thanks for watching, man. Your boy Timber Bank signing out.